Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for eclipse season 2024. This is for the second eclipse season of the year. If you're unfamiliar, they tend to happen every 6 months or so, and it is a set of eclipses. So on September 17th, we have the Pisces lunar eclipse, and then on October 2nd, we have the Libra solar eclipse. In between those two dates is when this energy will feel the strongest. Eclipse seasons are a time of great change and drama and chaos. Life just gets way more dramatic, essentially, and a lot of changes take place. But these changes, even if they seem negative or crazy in the moment, they are leading you towards your highest good and bettering your life overall. So I wanted to do a reading tapping into this eclipse season, and these energies you may feel even before those dates and after those dates, depending on how psychically sensitive you are. So Virgo, you have trust coming through. I'm seeing an increased trust in the universe, in your own plan, in your own abilities, accepting where you're at in the present moment and no longer putting so much pressure on reality itself to deliver certain results to you. You're trusting the process is basically what I'm seeing. Also, there may be increased warmth and trust within your friend group or your social circle. You may find yourself having, like, I don't know, just warmer feelings, happiness with the people in your life. Like your heart feels overflowing with love, and you just really are enjoying the people around you and the dynamics that you have in your life. We have all tied up coming through. So this does show feelings of restriction, and it may feel like you can't work your full magic just yet for whatever reason that may be. It could be that you feel like you can't completely be yourself in a work setting or around certain people, or you may have some financial restrictions right now, or even some health restrictions. It depends on who you are. And so you're really feeling that intensely during this eclipse season and that's a good thing, because this eclipse season is trying to change these restrictions and loosen them up. So sometimes a lot of us get complacent within the things in our lives that we don't really enjoy. And so the eclipse seasons, they tend to intensify feelings of discomfort that already exist in our lives. And they sort of like rub against that discomfort like sandpaper. And that may sound like a bad thing. However, it is good, because this is gonna make you just uncomfortable enough to make positive changes in your life. Does that make sense? So let's see, you have the Cayman and Poppy dreams. Okay, this came out for another sign. I forget what sign it was, but this is pretty good. I mean, this Cayman spirit talks about like the feeling that life is not moving very quickly for you. Like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen. However, how the energy is going to be moving for you is that things are going to feel very still, stagnated, at a standstill even. And then suddenly an opportunity is going to pop up for you, and you're going to launch yourself at it. That's how the Cayman moves. It sits in this almost meditative trance-like state for most of the time. And then the second prey is in its field of vision and is completely ready in the right exact spot, it moves really, really quickly to get it. And I see the energy is moving in that way for you, Virgo. So whatever has been feeling like it's been moving slowly for you at this time, like you're just waiting for an opportunity to come in, whether that is like a new job opportunity, a place to live, the timing to take action on something, I feel like that opportunity may be coming in for you during this eclipse season. And you are going to have, like you already have the insight, the intuition, and the reflex to launch yourself at it. So things may go from moving very slowly, being at a standstill, to suddenly you're launching yourself at a new opportunity. Another thing that we have to pay attention to with this dreams card, I mean, we have the Pisces lunar eclipse. Pisces is a very dreamy sign, very imaginative, fantasizing, daydreamy. So you may be in this sort of dream-like state, and really planning out your future and doing things like vision boards, or just trying to get a picture in your head about what you want your future to look like, fantasizing about what that may look like. So let's see. We have forgiveness coming through with the spirit messages Oracle. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm feeling intuitively like there may have been some resentments or frustrations with certain friends, family members, etc. with you in the past. Like you may have felt a little resentful of people, but I feel that completely shifting and changing. And now I'm feeling you at this point where it's like your heart is overflowing with love, like you're really, really enjoying the people around you and feeling extra grateful to have amazing people in your life. I love this shift for you. It feels like your heart chakra is really flowing abundantly. And this says holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Very true. And whenever you find yourself feeling resentful towards someone, usually that's an indicator that you're giving a lot more than you're receiving, and your boundaries may be poor with that person. So it is within your responsibility and your power to heal from resentment at any moment. If someone is actively making you feel resentful, you have the power to change the dynamic so that way you're not giving as much to that person and creating an imbalance there. The resentment is a guiding light that shows you where you're giving too much of your energy away to people. And you don't have to stay in that place, you know? And even if you feel resentment towards somebody for what they did in the past, it's time that you forgive yourself for not having the tools or the wisdom to set boundaries with that person in the past. You were doing everything you could with the knowledge and wisdom that you had at the time. So self-forgiveness is equally as important as forgiving other people. Very beautiful. A lot of emotional healing. I'm feeling a greater sense of peace, and gratitude feels really strong during this eclipse season for you, Virgo. Feeling so grateful for the people in your life and everything going on. But let's dive into your tarot now. We have the Lovers coming out upright as your first card. Wow. I feel new friendships, new relationships, very strongly for you. And even if they're not new, they may be having a new chapter where, like I said, just gratitude and it's such a feeling. It's so hard to articulate in words, but gratitude for the people in your life seems to be the strongest emotion that I'm feeling for you during this eclipse season. And you're really grateful for all of the help and support that your community and your support system is giving you, because I think you've mastered the art of give and take. Honestly, that's what it feels like. See, these eclipse seasons, they can be very dramatic or traumatic for people who haven't really put in the work, or people who are experiencing something really out of alignment in their life. However, I feel like these past several months, Virgo, a lot of massive changes have happened for you, a lot of accomplishments, and it feels like you have mastered the art of give and take and learning how to not give too much of yourself away. Any people-pleasing tendencies that you may have suffered with, you really learn not to do that anymore, which is great. And I feel like you're allowing yourself to be taken care of by the people around you. You know, the whole point of having a community, having a support system, is that we all have our blind spots. We all have areas of weakness in our lives, whether that is financial, physical, maybe we don't have that much time, maybe we don't have that much energy, whatever it may be. We all have different weaknesses, and it's important that we lean upon our community to help support us in those weaknesses. And likewise, we have our strengths, which we abundantly may have, and we can use that abundance to help lift up and support other people. So that creates a sort of community dynamic where everybody's leaning upon everybody, and it makes life a lot easier for everyone involved. And so I think for the longest time, you were allowing yourself to be leaned on by all of the people around you, helping people out, but you maybe have struggled with leaning upon others. And now that you're doing that, resentment is fading away, and your heart chakra is entering into a state where it's much more balanced, and you're experiencing massive amounts of gratitude for the people in your life. So that's very beautiful. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. This does show some mental health issues. Maybe your sleep schedule is out of whack, or you're just finding yourself like waking up in the middle of the night, unable to fall back asleep, or anxiety, overthinking. So you're definitely not out of the darkness entirely yet. There's still some things that you're working on in your life. It feels like things that you're processing or journeys that you're really trying to finish and complete. So let's see what comes out next to that. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. A new opportunity seems to be presenting itself at this time. It feels like new friendship, new relationship energy, but also I'm seeing some sort of creative partnership maybe coming through. This could be somebody who wants to work with you or have you work for them. So that's looking really good. Really good. It's definitely new. There's an element of newness to it though. So this could be a dynamic or a job that maybe you don't have as much experience in, but you're excited nevertheless to see where it goes. And then right next to that, we have Temperance. This Temperance card has been coming out for a lot of people, and it makes sense because Temperance is a card of intense emotions. And I mean, the eclipse season is all about emotional intensity and the intensity of life just really showing up. But I'm really happy that this card is coming out for you upright because it shows you balancing that emotional intensity and you're not drowning in reality, drowning in everything that's happening around you. And also in this particular card, we see here some sort of deity with many arms, you know, balancing many different aspects of life, and all of the tools and things in their hands represent the different things in life that we have to focus on in order to maintain balance and harmony. And the fact that, you know, this deity is sitting in this upright, peaceful position, one toe dipped in the waters of life into spirit, and then one firmly on solid ground or lotus. It really shows just overall feeling balance and peace and harmony amidst the general chaos of life. You know, life will always present to you blessings and challenges and chaos, light and dark. Those things are inevitable. It doesn't matter how much you work on yourself. You're always going to be experiencing some form of challenge, some form of growth, some form of shadow, some form of light. You know, the universe is balanced in that way. And when you accept that balance for what it is and you no longer resist that, constantly trying to chase after this unrealistic ideal of complete bliss 100% of the time, ironically, that is when bliss tends to come in and peace tends to come in, because you're no longer fighting the war between light and shadow, which is a pointless war, you know? You just accept everything as it is and you find peace in the challenge and the chaos, and you then start to really find peace on your journey of life. And your journey towards your goals, because you understand, you know, once I reach this goal anyways, I'm just gonna have another goal in place. So that's why everyone keeps saying enjoy the journey, not the destination, because you're always gonna be on a journey. And once you reach that destination, you're just gonna have another journey waiting for you. So let's see, we have the 9 of Coins coming out upright. This is fulfillment with your material blessings, your health, and the money that you're making. So I really feel like if you don't have this right now, this is something that may be developing for you during this eclipse season. This is contentment, happiness, with also your physical appearance, feeling confident within yourself. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. Wow, there's so many 9s here. You have 3 9s coming out. 9 is a number of like finding your place in the world, humanitarianism. It's also a deeply spiritual number as well. And it talks about finding personal happiness within yourself, in the tarot at least, you know, your independence. Who are you independently? So 9 of Wands in reverse does show some fears here of sort of like opening up to new stimulation, new people, new events. You may be having holding people at an arm's length at times, or having your walls up, or maybe a little bit scared, or I don't know why the word trepidatious just came through my mind. Not wanting to get involved in anything that may potentially be treacherous for you, but you still look at the unknown with a slight sense of curiosity, and you may be dabbling into the unknown, dabbling outside of your comfort zone a little bit during this eclipse season with things like new relationships or trying new things, but staying the course with your current goals nevertheless. Let's see, final card out, we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Wow, these 2 cards next to each other, to me, I don't know, it shows me this fear of being lied to, or something not working out. You know, you put energy into something and it doesn't pay off. You interview at a job and you spend so much time at the interview, but then you don't get it, or you spend so much time pouring energy into a relationship, but then it doesn't work out. There could be a fear here of that happening, and it may be subconsciously causing you to not really put in as much effort or energy towards potential new things that want to develop in your life right now. So that's one challenge that I would look out for if I were a Virgo during this eclipse season, is giving up before you get started, essentially, and tying yourself up in your present reality because you're afraid that something's not going to work out. You know, I would try to overcome that fear. But overall, it does seem like there's some happiness here amidst, you know, some personal mental health challenges. You may be struggling against anxiety. And this eclipse season is all about finding inner peace, is what it feels like within the journey. Your heart chakra feels very important during this time. It feels like you're very much in love with life and how life is unfolding. And don't forget, we had that Cayman and Poppy spirit come out for you. It definitely feels like there is some sort of random new big opportunity popping up for you during this eclipse season. And this will be something that is very emotional for you, because on either side of that Page of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords as well as the Temperance card. So it could be scary, but exciting at the same time, because this could be something that can potentially change your life, really, and get you started on the right journey. So it's looking good. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this eclipse season. Especially watch for your moon and rising signs. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.